Pakistan is trying to steady its economy, strengthen ties with China, and manage tough negotiations with the IMF. But even as the country looks outward for support, events at home like this month's unprecedented rains and flash floods reveal the deeper challenge: weak governance. This story is based on Mohiuddin Azam's article in Business and Finance Weekly. The floods in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Karachi were not just natural disasters. They exposed systemic flaws: poor planning, corruption, and ineffective administration. In Karachi, the urban flooding was more than just a drainage issue. It showed how many years of neglect and political exclusion leave citizens stranded whenever services collapse. On paper, Pakistan seems to be improving. Inflation has fallen, the stock market has climbed, but these gains mask deeper weaknesses. Meeting the government's target of 4.2% GDP growth will be difficult when political instability and structural flaws persist. But for ordinary people, the impact is severe. Inflation and unemployment erode living standards. Rural areas face poor access to healthcare and education, while urban centers struggle with congestion, weak infrastructure, and rising informal settlements. Nearly half the population lives in poverty. The cycle of poor services and social unrest drags growth down even further. Resources are also being drained in the wrong places. Tax exemptions for powerful groups cost the treasury almost 6 trillion rupees lost last year, money that could have gone into schools, hospitals, or infrastructure. At the same time, defense spending jumped by 20% even as the federal budget shrank overall. Large-scale manufacturing is shrinking. The textile sector is losing competitiveness, and energy shortages continue to bite. Circular debt in the power sector has hit 2.4 trillion rupees, causing load shedding and scaring off investors. Policy reversals in renewable energy have only worsened the problem. The government has announced a new industrial policy including tax cuts, debt, restructuring, and reforms, but weak implementations could limit its impact. Debt servicing will take nearly half of all government spending this year, leaving little for development. Pakistan's savings and investment rates are too low, forcing reliance on foreign inflows. Last year, foreign direct investment was only $2.5 billion, for below what's needed. Still, there are openings. The IT sector is growing fast and could bring in foreign exchange through outsourcing. Agriculture, if modernized with technology and value-added exports, can boost both food security and earnings. And renewable energy remains promising, giving Pakistan's natural resources and falling global costs. Mohiuddin Azam also notes that Pakistan needs bold, long-term reforms such as a progressive tax system, simpler tariffs and market-driven exchange rates, smarter, more transparent public spending, and most importantly, a national economic charter that commits all governments to stable policies, debt restructuring, predictable taxation, productivity, linked wages, and investment in human capitals. In short, Pakistan's biggest obstacle isn't just external shock and global competition, it's the weaknesses within. Without strong governance and inclusive policies, economic gains will remain fragile and opportunities will slip away. For more on this, subscribe to DawnNews English.